Ngizokuthumela le video. Yeah. Yeah.
29 friends went on a vacation to celebrate a birthday, and only 28 of them returned home. The other friend is Mathabo Teffo. She died on the third day of the vacation. Her friends say she drowned, but when her family went to view her body, they said her body was full of bruises all over, like she was assaulted. They say she was bleeding from her nose, mouth, and ears. The family tried to get answers from their friends, but no one said anything. The friends continued with the vacation even hours after her passing.
Representer Mom. Moto training.
But someone managed this in 70.
Show me. Show me mama try someone. I want to shoot someone. Show me. Fail hard. So se fail hard is it? Man ka di bono tse di kana di mama to aka.
Mathabo allegedly received death threats from one of the friends who was with them on the vacation, just days before they left for the vacation. It has been 3 years since Mathabo passed on. A case was opened, but no one was questioned. And even with 28 people that Mathabo trusted and went away with on what was supposed to be a celebration among friends, the investigation has gone cold. No one is talking. This is the tragic case of Mathabo Teffo. Welcome back to True Crime with myself, Julia. On this channel, we tell true crime stories based on headlining stories that have occurred in South Africa. Today's story happened 3 years ago, but as it stands, the case has gone cold. Even though the family fought to have a case of murder investigated and the friends questioned, there has been no arrests, and so much mystery is going on. But the question remains, what really happened to Mathabo Teffo? So let us get into the story. Let us start by getting to know Mathabo. So what we know is that she's from Soweto. She was 22 years old and a people's person. Her social media pages paint a picture of a very lively woman. She was outgoing, extroverted, and always looked good. She was a social butterfly. She had close friends. She lived her life like many young people. She was working, socializing, and also had time to enjoy her weekends. In late April 2022, Mathabo agreed to go on a vacation to Krugersdorp in the West Rand. The purpose was to celebrate one of her friends' birthdays. Her friends were excited for a break, for some laughter, some rest, and something to remember. So the friends planned the getaway. They make payments for the trip, and everyone is just getting ready. You can imagine, they coordinate their outfits, their bikinis, and they just plan to relax and have a good time together. A few days before the trip, however, Mathabo gets a text message from one of the friends. She was also supposed or scheduled to go on the trip with them. In screenshots of the message from WhatsApp that were shared by Mathabo's sister, the woman appears angry. She is hailing insults, and in one of the texts, she threatens Mathabo. And she says she doesn't take lightly to people messing with her in-laws and her man. There isn't much context given on the basis of the messages, but the woman continues to say that she doesn't mind killing anyone who messes with her. From the messages, Mathabo's response is not of someone who is taking the threats very seriously. She laughs it off and then continues to prepare for the vacation. When the day of the vacation comes, The friends take off for the weekend, and everything from the videos posted online by Mathabo's sister Dikeledi, it shows that Mathabo was happy on the vacation. The friends were having a good time on the first day and the second day of the getaway.
Ngizokuthumela le video. Yeah. Yeah. Ngizokuthumela ivideo. Ivideo angazi awumsexe lapha. Ready or not? Ready or not? Here I come. You can hide. I'm gonna find you and make you.
On 1 May 2022, things would take a dark turn. According to the friends, Mathabo drowned at the pool at the vacation house. She died with 28 of them around her. She was pronounced dead at the vacation house. And hours after the incident and Mathabo's passing, the friends continued with the vacation festivities.
Show me. Show me Mama Chaisa, man. I want to shoot him. Show me. Feel hard. So se feel hard is it? Man, can you put on the car di mama tuaka? What's okay?
What exactly happened remains murky, and the details are very sketchy. It is not clear how Mathabo drowned. It is not clear what the friends were doing when she drowned, or if any of the 28 people she was with tried to help her. It is also not clear who was called and what happened shortly after the incident. Once the news of Mathabo's death broke, her family and larger communities demanded answers. Social media lit up with posts of "Rest in peace, Mathabo Teffo." They popped up everywhere and the story went viral. However, when her family went to view her body, it became clear to them that something was not adding up. They noticed that Mathabo had bruises on her body, as if she was assaulted. They also noticed that Mathabo was bleeding from her nose, mouth, and eyes. The family immediately raised suspicion. They went through her phone and noticed the text messages and the death threats that she had received from one of her friends who was with her on the vacation, the text messages that were received days before the vacation. Then the family flagged suspicion. They requested that an investigation into Mathabo's passing be opened. A case of murder was registered. However, this would not come without challenges, as the friends were allegedly not cooperating with the investigations. None of them is speaking. And 3 years later, the case has gone cold. Now the question remains, was Mathabo Teffo killed, or was this an accidental drowning? And if she was killed, who did it? Was it premeditated? Were there any witnesses? And why did one of her friends threaten to kill her, and then she truly ends up dead on the vacation? And why are her friends not talking? Mathabo was young. She had her whole life ahead of her. What was supposed to be a weekend away with friends turned out to be the last time she would ever go on any vacation. And then, for the people she went with, the people she considered her friends, life went on immediately. Her family has vowed to fight for her silenced voice until the end. This was the tragic story of Mathabo Teffo, a young woman full of dreams which she will never live up to. What are your thoughts on the story? What do you think happened on this friend's vacation? Let's talk in the comments. Please be safe, and I will see you on the next one.